Hello and welcome to Connecting Jewish Grandparents, the Grand Plan podcast. I am thrilled that you're here on this journey, whether you're a bubby or a nono or a ziti or a saba or a safta. Thank you for being here to think about how you can maximize your potential as a Jewish grandparent through Torah lenses. It's the oldest tool we have. We might as well use it well. It's funny recording this podcast because I get to speak, but I don't get to hear what you have to say back. I would so value your feedback. So if you can put stars on, leave comments, share with others, email me. My emails people write back to. When I speak, I don't get to hear anybody back. So let me know you're there. Share it, star it. I really appreciate it. All right. Well, when we're talking about what we appreciate and what feels good and what does not feel so good, well, that will transition us into this week's Torah portion, Ki Tisa. It is a long Torah portion with a lot in it, but it contains the worst. I think it's the worst. It's maybe the second worst, depending on how you count it, thing to happen by the Jewish people, first or second. The sin of the golden calf. It's huge. It is a level of betrayal and distrust and shattered relationships beyond almost anything imaginable. So we say beyond almost everything imaginable, but you have in your own way those broken, problematic, not ideal situations, I'm guessing. I mean, maybe you don't. And that's wonderful. I'm very happy for you. But for the rest of us, maybe it's for a friend of yours who told her daughter in no uncertain terms what she thought of that man that she was dating. And then she married him. And now that relationship has never been fixed. And the relationship with the grandchildren isn't there because of what she said. And she meant it when she said it, but it doesn't change what happened now. Or maybe you didn't mean it. Maybe you've said really hurtful things and you want to take them back. Well, there are many modern psychologists that can talk about rupture and repair, the Gottman Institute. There are many ways you can look. But thankfully, the Torah lays it out for us perfectly. So all that we have to do is look inside the text at the gifts of the divine and know how we can fix it when we've gone a little bit or very off track from what we wanted in our relationship with someone else. Right? So again, if it was a misunderstanding, if it was a question of not respecting boundaries, feeling pushed away, that you pushed them away, whatever it is, something that was broken and never fully repaired. Is repair possible? Well, we know the Torah does not end after the sin of the golden calf, but it feels like if you read that text, it almost could. The Almighty is furious, as she should be. But that situation does not last. And He gives us the recipe for repair. I'd like to think it's like the top secret recipe for repair. But He shared it with us, and I'm sharing it with you today. And that recipe is the 13 traits of attributes, I guess, of compassion. Yud-Gimel Middot Rachamim. It's not just theology. It is the model for how relationships are built. Okay, so these Yud-Gimel Middot, these 13 attributes, we say them, I don't know, with some frequency. They are in daily prayers. They are in the Tachanun service, depending which nusach you say. They are a major piece of Selichot, which, if you know I'm Sephardic, we love a whole month of Selichot, of saying this phrase over and over again. It is the core piece of the Yom Kippur prayer, the day that we're invested in repairing relationships. It is the secret sauce. It is what is there. And we repeat these 13 attributes over and over again. Now, I'm not just going to repeat them over and over again because that's not going to help us. I want us to unpack them together so that you can utilize them. Yes, in your relationship with the divine, but right now we're talking about your relationship with your children and your children-in-laws and your grandchildren. And sure, this will also work with your spouse and your friend. So the first of the 13 attributes, I'm not going to say God's name. So it's Adoshem, Adoshem, Kel. We say the Almighty's name 3 times. And I want you to understand that, yes, we always want to plead with our Creator, but in this case, when the repair is in a relationship with somebody else, it's seeing them. It's being able to look at them and see who you broke from, where that rupture happened. It is to see how you wanted to see them and how they actually are, right? Those 3 different versions of who that person is, your ideal version, who they are, and the bad version of how it broke. All right, so you have to be able to lay those out, but you really have to take it from your broken version and your ideal version and meet in the middle as to who they really are. Because at the end of the day, people change a little, but they're not going to change a lot, and they're not going to change just for you. So look at those. Your sad view of them, your ideal view of them, and in the middle, who they really are. And only when you can really see and value who they are can you continue this process. So then we go to Rachum v'Chanun, compassion. Rachamim is the word for compassion. It's interesting, it comes from the same word as rechem, the womb, right? We are birthing the compassion process, and it has to happen before change can happen. Repair can only begin when we have emotional safety, not demands for change, but feeling like it is a safe space. So you have to be able to create that womb of safety for things to be able to grow and change and develop. Your grandchildren and your children-in-laws do not need fixing first. They need to feel safe with you. Okay, so step 1, if we're breaking the 13 into manageable steps. Step 1, see them for who they are. Step 2, have compassion, create that safe space so that together you can move forward. Number 3, Erech HaPayim. This is, I don't know, kind of my favorite, not that I really have a favorite, but Erech HaPayim translates to slow to anger. But what I really like about it is the word Erech is aroch, long, and Apayim is af, your nose. So how does that mean slow to anger? What does long nose have to do with slow to anger? What are we, elephants? No, come on. You know how we slow down our anger. You take a deep breath. You take that self-control to calm yourself down, to slow down the process. Take a deep breath. Do not respond immediately. Make a space for the complexity of their feelings, of your feelings only when you're able to slow the situation down. You've created a space where you are calm and they are calm, where you can take a deep breath and they can take a deep breath. You do not have to react to everything, and you should not react to everything. Patience builds trust. All right. So we said, see them for who they are. Try to start that process. Create that safe space, rachum v'chanun. Step 3, erech hapayim, was to slow it down, to take a deep breath. Step 4, rav chesed ve'emet. See the good and hold on to it. Lead with love. Remember that your relationship with this person is so much bigger than the break that was. Whatever set into motion that rupture was something so minute in the grand scheme of what your relationship can be and will be once you've reached repair. Speak to the relationship, not to the disappointment. Chesed ve'emet, the goodness and the truth. The truth is not being right, like more right than someone else. The truth is the value of the connection and the relationship with your loved one. On to step 5. Nose avon v'pesha v'chata. Accountability without rejection. The Torah does not erase the break. The golden calf was built. Whatever happened between you and your loved ones did happen. It doesn't magically disappear. But that accountability without rejection creates a path forward. Repair is not pretending that nothing happened. It's staying in the relationship while holding truth. All right, I said we're going through 13 attributes, and I've broken them into chunks, and we are now up to 6. All right? Or maybe not. Have I gotten that right? No, maybe that is. Let's come bring it back together. I liked my 5 steps of the 13 attributes. Okay, so bring it back. Legacy is not perfect families. I wish it were. Well, maybe I don't wish it, because the repair really makes us stronger. It is not constant access, and it's definitely not always being understood. Because legacy is knowing how to repair. Your grandchildren are watching. They really are watching everything at every age. They notice how you handle the distance. They notice how you handle hurt. They notice how you handle disappointment. And most of all, they know how you return to love. And this that you provide them, this model of repair, this becomes their model for all future relationships. Understand what an enormous gift that is, because every person has rupture, but you're giving them the tools for repair. So ask yourself, where in my family is there a distance or fragile spots? Where is there some level of rupture? And which of these attributes do I need to embody there? This isn't, well, how do I fix this? It's who do I want to be in this relationship? Not how do I fix this, but who am I going to be in this relationship? The Torah's model in Ki Tisa, which we embody throughout the year, gives us the model of repair as being identity driven, not outcome driven. After the golden calf, it's not a happily ever after. The relationship continues. The Almighty supports us. The Mishkan is built. The Shekhinah dwells among us, among the people. The break does not bring about the end of the story, but it isn't the same as it was before. Is it better? Is it worse? It doesn't matter. It is changed and it continues forward. Nothing is ever wasted in a relationship that is built on rachamim, that is built on compassion, that is built on a safe space where people can be. So I know that we've unpacked a lot today. It's really pretty huge. I invite you to take time to think about and reflect on where in your family you need to embody these elements of the 13 attributes. Think about it, reach out to me about it, because this hard work is something that I want to be helping with. I am working on unpacking a big, exciting group course, which I will share more about soon when it's ready to launch fully. But I would love to help you in one-on-one coaching of where is the rupture and how you can be working towards repair. So please reach out to me. This is what I feel driven and passionate about doing, helping you be the grandparent that you can be, that maybe you were, maybe you're not there yet, to take it to the next place using the Torah, the Almighty, to make it happen. Because the greatest inheritance that we give, we grandparents, we people, is not objects. And it's not even traditions, even though those are important. And it's not even the memories. It's a living model of how love survives rupture. It's the tools for rupture and repair. That's what makes the Almighty dwell within a family. That's what makes people be able to move forward in meaningful and productive ways. And that's the gift that you can give to your family in this moment and to your grandchildren moving forward in all of their future relationships. That's the secret tools of Ki Tisa, of the Yud-Gimel Middot Rachamim. And I want to help you take it further. So reach out to me about personal coaching. Stay tuned for this exciting group learning experience. And share, please share this, because I know that you know somebody that is not in an ideal relationship with all members of their extended family who could really benefit. So please share this podcast with others, star it and share it and make it happen so that other people can really be in that ideal place.